For the scene analysis of composition, I chose to use the film Interstellar by Christopher Nolan. The film is set in a dystopian society that showcases a world that is slowly deteriorating, making Earth almost unlivable. A brilliant physicist at NASA plans an important voyage to save the human race by transporting the world into a wormhole near the rings of Saturn. But first, he must send a group of scientists to explore the other side of the galaxy to find out which potential planets could be the new home for mankind. I chose to use the scene where former NASA pilot Joseph Cooper, played by Matthew McConaughey, is leading the voyage with 3 other researchers, hoping to explore a planet that a scientist with the last name of Miller, who traveled on a voyage prior, sent a message out that it could be very promising. Unfortunately, the planet is near a black hole named Gargantua, which causes time dilation, a distortion on the relativity on how time passes through space. About an hour into the film, we are able to see Cooper talking with the 3 researchers, Romilly, played by David Gassie, Doyle, played by Wes Bentley, and Brand, played by Anne Hathaway, talking about entering this planet. While they are discussing the shortcomings of investigating the planet, it is a standard view shot that is slowly panning and transitioning between their faces, but not hesitating to show view shots from the outside of the ship to actually show the rate that they're moving through space, and revealing the light from the stars nearby and how strong it actually is. There's no music during their conversation to emphasize the severity of their words and the possible risks that they're willing to take at that moment. They are discussing the fact that every hour they spend on this planet is equivalent to 7 years on Earth. Cooper isn't too happy with this idea, and the movements between the characters starts to become much quicker and more fast-paced, expressing how rapidly the tension in between the conversation and the characters is actually rising. The moment Cooper, Doyle, and Brand depart the mothership, the camera tilts and zooms out to show the aircraft shooting through space. The camera pedestals and then shakes when it gives away Gargantua's image, aka the black hole, to give the nervousness of being so close to the unknown. As they're entering the planet's atmosphere, the viewpoint starts to rattle to let the audience know that they're going to get a feel of chaos that's about to occur to the characters in the movie. When the aircraft descends on the planet, a sudden ticking noise can be heard the moment the doors open. Christopher Nolan uses the ticking sound to represent that every click is a full day back on Earth, and to truly highlight that every single second on their exploration actually counts. The scene pans in and out of a bird's view from the ship, or of the ship, in the middle of the empty waters. Cooper stays on board the vessel, frantically watching Doyle and Brand try to obtain the scientists' data who arrived before them. While they're looking for the parts of the ship, Cooper witnesses humongous waves that are coming in their direction. The camera zooms in and out to show different perspectives of how it can be illusioned to look like mountains at first. But all of a sudden, panic-stricken music can be heard along the continuous ticking to weigh the emotion of fear that the characters are currently feeling. The chords of the music booms the loudest when it reveals the size of the wave that is about to strike them, and how they in reality don't have much time. The pacing of the shots moves faster than ever to explain that everything that is happening is all happening simultaneously. Brand somehow manages to make it back to the ship while Doyle gets swept away by the waters. The loud sounds of rushing water can actually be heard while they're tossed around the ship. I think Nolan's idea of the ticking sound played throughout the scene is one of the most clever yet subtle hint of the power of relativity that is a huge theme for the rest of the film.